What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today, we're gonna be talking about the new vampire lolly that they just dropped. Double banner, guys. It's pretty nutty, but it's going to be Melissa. So she is the Halloween unit, if you want to call her that, because she didn't really come out on Halloween, but they did say around the Halloween time they'd release a new unit, and this is what they did. So pretty Halloween looking. You can't get more Halloween than vampires. But let's just take a look at her skills, and then we're going to do some summons for her at the end. I do have a couple. I think I have 30 something summons. So hopefully we can get it in that, but y'all know that there's always a chance to join the 120 club. So I already do have Luna, so that's why I'm going to be pulling for her. But alright, starting off the bat, damn. That's a nice sprite. People were saying the sprite looked bad. Bruh, that sprite looks sick. She looks taller than she does on her like portrait, which is kind of weird because I thought she'd be like a lot shorter. But dang, that's a lot of animations on that coffin. This is where you can tell what units they really enjoyed making because like you just see the budget just go up insanely. I just from her sprite, I already know her skills are gonna look sick. Right, skill one. Overpowers the enemy with a 60% chance to make them unhealable for one turn. Damage dealt increases proportion to caster's lost health. Interesting. So I did already read her skills, and I do know that she does get immortality, like Kairon. So this kind of makes sense, but at the same time, that's kind of weird. You know, getting damage based on your missing health, that's kind of weird. For vampires, usually like the more health you have, or like they steal health. So I'm surprised she doesn't have any lifesteal effects, that is kind of weird, because like even haste has lifesteal skills. So pretty interesting. Okay, just like a little coffin gun. Okay, like the coffin just shoots a little bit. So overall, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a crazy skill, unless those damage ratios are just like through the roof. I don't see that skill being like, oh, this skill is broke. All right, second skill, attacks by unleashing their inner rage grants immortality. Okay, so immortality is pretty good. So once every 4 turns, so it's not uber broken. But the thing about this skill I already know it's gonna be so annoying. Y'all will see with the ultimate, but the fact that she puts it on herself, that it's not like Kairon. Like Kairon is a trigger. Kairon can't activate his own immortality unless he drops to 1% health. So this skill, pretty crazy that it's on a 4 turn cooldown for something that gives you mortality. Because if you're just way faster than your opponent, they're not gonna be able to deal with Melissa. Like now that I think about it, they're really just not gonna be able to deal with Melissa if they're not fast enough. But damn, what the heck? That's her second skill. That looks like an ultimate. Like, tell me this doesn't look like an ultimate. The only thing they skipped is like the cutscene animation. Oh man, that's actually sick. All these moves look sick. And yeah, she gets immortality. And last but not least, Curse. So this is the new debuff that they decided to put. So a portion of the damage inflicted on allies by single attacks will also be suffered by the target as additional damage. So big thing, single attacks. This means that if you have AoEs like Seaside, yeah, it kind of works, but not really. And for bosses, you're not gonna get that extra damage because usually and I don't think it even goes on bosses. So this is strictly a strictly PvP debuff. 5 turn cooldown, which is not bad. Attack. Oh, she's a mage. Oh, that's really scary. I just realized she was a mage. We'll talk about why that's really scary in a second. But attacks releasing their pent up aggression, cursing the enemy for 2 turns. Critical hit. Okay, so you have to crit. That's fair. That makes it a little bit harder for you. Like you can't just build her straight health. So you need a critical hit. Grants that caster next turn. Yeah, it is unaffected by elemental advantage, which really nice because you can actually use this on Seaside Bellona and not have to worry about missing or like not getting your damage output because it doesn't check elemental advantages. But it can be used on bosses. So yeah, strictly a PvP pretty much debuff. But it does give her an extra turn when she crits. So wow, that's a pretty intense. Dang, that's really intense. Holy moly. That's that's another of the ultimates that's probably gonna go on like top 10 best animated ultimates. Cause that's insane. That's actually insane. That's a nutty animation. But overall, decent debuff, pretty good for PvP, not for PvE. So before I talk about like what I think of her as a whole and where I think she's gonna be used, you always gotta look at the stats because that kind of determines whether they're gonna be really good at PvP or not. So 112, so she can actually roll with the big boys. She can't be as fast as like the 115s, which is like the next speed tier. The 115s, 116s, so she can't beat like the super fast ones like a Litica. But overall, pretty solid. Attack, not so high. That's not really the high attack or defense. Holy, that's actually really low. Like really, that's actually really low attack. Oh, she's gonna be pretty hard to build, and she doesn't get any crit rate. Wow, that's gonna be very stat hungry. But at least she has the speed. All right, but why do I say that she's gonna be hard to deal with in certain scenarios for teams that she cannot speed? Is because the fact that this is on a 2-turn skill cooldown, she gets access to Etika Scepter. I think it's one of the Powder of Knowledge artifacts right now, like 5-star artifacts, that at the end of each caster's turn, they have a pretty high percentage to reduce their skill cooldown. This is the same thing that Dizzy uses. And what's scary about that is that you could essentially have immortality up for a while. You could probably pretty much have perma immortality if I'm thinking of this correctly, because if you start the battle, you do this, you get this, and they don't kill you within those turns, you're gonna have this skill back up along with this skill, and that could just get really dummy. I don't know, not permanently, but you can have it up pretty often. That she's gonna be kind of annoying to take down with immortality because you get very certain windows to take her out, and she's fire unit, so units like Basar can't put the unblockable. On the other hand, though, she does rely on this immortality a little bit because she doesn't have that much. She doesn't have that much damage. I feel like this skill only is gonna do a lot of damage. She doesn't have that much health. This skill looks like it's gonna have pretty good ratios just from the animation overall. But Seaside Balloon still destroys her because she is fire. Even though she does get this disadvantage, I believe Seaside Balloon is like slightly, is she slower? But usually like she's gonna survive the burst and then just absolutely destroy you because she can put the unblockable and unhealable on you. And that's just not going to be a good time. So she's going to lose to Seaside, and that's why I don't understand why they keep putting fire units when the strongest units right now are fire units, are water units, my bad. They keep putting fire units, but water units are clearly the most meta. Like, water units are by far the strongest still, along with LD. So, kind of rough. Kind of rough for her. She has to find a way to deal with Seaside, and that's gonna stun her like in Guild Wars and PvP. As far as PvE, I don't see her doing too hot because it doesn't work on big bosses. So I don't really see her being a PvE unit. She's more definitely a PvE unit, kind of like Kayron. But all right, let's do some summons for her. I like having all the characters, even though I personally don't think I'll be using her that much unless they really gave her like stupid ratios like on the first and third skill. But we're gonna do her, wow, double banner. It's been a while since we've seen that. So I'm gonna do my daily summon. Of course, usually nothing good comes out of those, but you never know. But now the Melissa ones. Oh, I have to buy the bookmarks. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So we have 33 summons. So it's not bad. Usually not enough to get a 5-star, but the Litica banner on my Europe account, I was pretty salty because the Europe account got it on the first try. Like, I literally clicked the banner, press summon, and we got her. And then for my regular account, I actually have to go to 120. So I was like, what the heck? Oh, okay. It's not a 5-star. Oh, what's the artifact that comes with her? Oh, yeah, it's like the effect. That's effectiveness or something. Okay, I have to make sure we were on the right banner because I didn't want to summon for Luna. Because I already have Luna, not because she's bad or anything. But we're just going to go through these. My heart drops a little bit when I just see the book come up because I'm just like, it's nothing. Like at least before it's like you never knew until the pages open. But now it's like you instantly know like whether it's trash or not. Like there's no like crossing your fingers. But it makes it so much quicker and makes things a lot easier. Ooh, it's a new hero that I don't have. A 3-star. I thought I had. Oh, I didn't have Ains? What? I definitely thought I had Ains. Wow, that's interesting. Alright, here we go. Second lightning of the day. What will it be? Oh, 4-star artifact. Rose Hargana. Not a bad artifact, but I think I already maxed it out. I need more of like the one that gives you souls. Like that one is actually the artifact I need. If I'm gonna get 4-star artifacts, that's the one I need. I think it's like Magra's Tome or Angel's Tome. It's one of the two. I forget, like I get the tomes mixed up all the time. So we're reaching the limit. Alright, here we go. 3 summons and 30, that's about like what you would expect. Oh man. Okay, I can't complain about 5-star artifact. Let's see which one it is. It's the new one. Not bad. Let me actually see what it does. Okay. Pretty straightforward. I don't think this should be a 5-star artifact. There's so many better like mage artifacts. That mages are stacked. I guess that's why they put it in here. This is the first time that I'm like I don't want an event artifact. Alright, there we go. Now we're above average with rates. Another artifact. Come on, be the tome. I already have Elia's knife maxed out also. I'm getting all the artifacts I already have maxed out. I guess it's powder of knowledge fodder, so that's not too bad. But let's see. 3 more. Alright, we're gonna slow down for these ones. Whew. Last one. Aw, we didn't get her. That's alright, guys. It'd be like that sometimes. But that is all I have for you guys today. I'll do one of these. Why not? Alright. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope to see y'all next time. Peace.